Hello students, in the previous videos we saw that how transformer was behaving when it was on no load. We saw how the no load primary current I0 was flowing in the core. We saw the components of the no load primary current I0 and we resolved it into I magnetizing and I working. We also made the phasor diagram of transformer at no load. Then we loaded the secondary and we saw how the secondary current I2 started to flow. And due to this, additional current I1 dash started to flow in the primary winding. That additional current restored the flux back in the core. Now in this video, we will make the phasor diagram for transformer on inductive and capacitive load. Let us first start with the inductive load. In the diagram, we can see that we have loaded the transformer and due to this, there is a I2 in the secondary winding. As the load is inductive, I2 is lagging behind the V2. Let us say it is lagging by an angle of phi 2. So because of this I2, there will be additional current I1 dash in the primary. We have assumed that the K is equal to 1. So that I1 dash will be equal and opposite to I2. So I will draw I1 dash also. Now due to I2 in the secondary, equal and opposite current I1 dash has started to flow in the primary. Now the primary is having two currents I0 and I1 dash and the resultant will be the vector sum of these two currents. So we have to make a resultant of these two vectors. For making the resultant, you have to draw a parallelogram and the resultant will be this will be our resultant and the resultant will be I1. So I can write I1 is equal to vector sum of I0 plus I1 dash. And the angle by which I1 lags from V1 will be phi 1. So we are done with the phasor diagram of transformer loaded with a inductive load. Now we have already made the diagram for the inductive load. We will load the transformer with a capacitive load. In this diagram we can see at this moment transformer is not loaded. So there is only no load primary current I0 flowing in the transformer. Let us load the transformer and as the load is going to be a capacitive load, the current will lead the voltage. So I will make the diagram of secondary current. In this diagram, we can see the secondary current leading the secondary voltage by phi 2. Now, I2 will cause additional current I1 dash to flow in the transformer and that current has to be equal and opposite to the I2. So, I1 dash will be equal to I2 in length and it will be in opposition. So, as this angle is phi 2, this angle is also going to be phi 2. So now we have two currents back in the primary. One is no load current and this additional current I1 dash and the resultant will be vector sum of I0 and I1 dash. Again for making the resultant we have to draw a parallelogram and the resultant will be in this way. So this will be your I1. Again I1 vector will be vector sum of I0 that was no load current and I1 dash. And this angle will be the angle by which current lags from the voltage in the primary will be phi 1. So in this way we have made phasor diagram for inductive load and capacitive load also. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Keep learning. Keep growing.